Hi, hello, we're back. We're here.
Hey.
Hola.
Hi, everyone. We should probably address the elephant in the room. There's only
just right away.
Yes, there's only 3 of us tonight because
I'm
we
right
fired
here.
Steph. We have fired Steph. She is no longer on this show. She is
Done.
not welcome on this show anymore.
Listen, she was taking up way too much attention from me, and I could not have it any longer.
You guys don't know this, but he peeked behind the curtain. Anthony, biggest diva on the show.
Yeah. These two make way too many jokes. I cut them out of the podcast when I do the editing. That's why I'm the only one who edits.
It's true.
True story.
It's very true. He mutes me constantly in the podcast.
We're just sexist.
I prefer the murder route, honestly.
Oh, wait, we murdered her too?
Because we're sexist?
Nope. We just murdered her.
No reason.
That's a lot of lies going on
Look.
around here.
If anyone was around to watch the co-op stream that me and Steph did last night, we were playing We Were Here. It's a co-op game where one person has to solve puzzles while the other feeds you the answers. Guess which one I was? I was very frustrated.
I'm stressing out a little bit just thinking about that scenario.
Oh yeah, you can watch the video right now on my YouTube channel, Jordan is a Bear. Ha.
You know, I think it would be cool if the next time we all Black Ops, we Twitch that shit.
We could do it.
Sure.
Yeah, we could do it.
I think it would be funny. The fact that all I do is complain about not being able to hit anybody. Steph keeps running around in the walls, and Jordan's off doing his own thing, and Anthony's like, "No, I got this."
Cover me, I'm going in.
Like I already have an overlay for that. So.
Oh, right on.
Right on. I had a good time on Sunday.
Fucking setup.
I mean, really, all you guys have to do is just be on Discord, and I can do the rest.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Then I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to try and figure out what the hell we're supposed to do in that noir version. I'm determined to find out what the rules are, because I'm starting to like it every time we play it, and I want to know. Oh, and speaking of Heather Graham, so she popped up on the stand this week, and you know what? She looked good. Like she
She's
is
been looking
aging
good.
better. No, but I think she's aging better than when she was younger.
Okay, you guys need to understand something. When we started playing Black Ops Zombies, Leland kept complaining about Heather Graham. And
In general.
in general, and 2 weeks out, he's turned a corner on her now.
Spitting his cookies.
Like she's always kind of just not been a thing for me. Like she just pops up in movies. You're like, oh yeah, it's that chick with the big eyes. All right, cool. You know, and
that's
then
Amanda Seyfried.
That's her clone that was taken out of the batch too soon.
No, that's Anya Taylor-Joy.
I don't know who that is.
Isn't that like the opposite of a Mounds?
She's in Queen's Gambit. She was in New Mutants.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
She was in The Vivitch.
I fucked up Leland real good.
You did. Yeah, no, Steven, I love Anya Taylor-Joy. She's great.
It's like a subtle candy joke. I haven't seen New Mutants yet, so I don't know.
I haven't either. But I want to. I really, really want to.
It's a movie.
Yep, that's exactly what I heard.
Anthony told me not to pay for it.
I mean, don't pay a lot for it.
I'm waiting for it to hit HBO Max.
Wait, look. If it
or Disney Plus, whichever.
Look, if Anthony paid money for it, and Anthony don't pay money for shit, so if he comes around and says, I paid, you don't pay, I feel that's a strong endorsement of not paying.
This guy, like Anthony, paid for it. I can send it to you via Google Drive.
I was giving you more credit. No, it's good. All good.
Nah, bro. I mean, it's not awful. A movie that gets pushed back continually for 3 years, not COVID related. At this point, it's like, well, you got to set the bar low. Like this movie is not going to be good. It's gone through too many hands. It's gotten through too much to come out still a movie.
Here's my question: is it better or worse than Dark Phoenix?
Better than Dark Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
Dark
I'm now
Phoenix
interested.
Is a real hot pile of shit.
Yes, it is. Remember at the end of Apocalypse where Jean taps into the Phoenix Force to defeat Apocalypse, and then at the beginning of Dark Phoenix, she gets injected with the Phoenix Force?
Yeah.
It looks like the Phoenix Force is behind me, and this is what she gets hit by in the movie.
Look, they didn't know what the Phoenix Force was.
Which is weird because it's only been around for 30 years.
And I've read comics since 1980s, and I don't know what it was in that movie either.
They didn't know what it was during the movie.
Yeah.
Listen, I can continue to gripe about that movie, but I don't feel it's relevant. but I will say Jessica Chastain in that whole fucking line, the villain of the movie, is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Yeah. And remember at the end of the movie where they tease there could be another one?
Any other villain would have been better. Even if it wasn't related to the Dark Phoenix or Jean Grey or the fucking X-Men. Any villain
but it wasn't even like that wasn't even a character in comics. Like that was just like something they made up for a movie.
Well,
like,
apparently it's a deep cut reference that doesn't fucking matter.
Well, yeah, because it was supposed to be the Skrulls. And then Captain Marvel took the Skrulls, and then you're like, but X-Men don't fight Skrulls, so that was a bad idea from even the beginning.
I did get excited when I saw
either you have a lot to say, or you were just like, oh no, that tracks, and you just gave up on the conversation.
I am interested in seeing Secret Invasion.
Yeah, same here.
That is one of my favorite
of course.
Large crossovers.
I have a question.
Well, I think you better scale that back. You know it's not going to be anything like the book because it's a TV show just starring two people.
Yeah. How do we feel about the rumors of Giancarlo Esposito being Doctor Doom?
What?
Yeah, this is news, and I don't think I believe it.
I mean, it's just rumors that they want him to be Doom.
He's too old.
Yeah.
I could see. Yeah, that's fair. Or here's what I think: have someone else be behind the mask. Giancarlo does the voiceover.
I mean, okay. Like the thing is,
but
like,
if you're gonna hire someone cool though to be Doom, you want the voice to be the guy. You know what I mean?
It's true. Yeah.
Doom and Richards are peers.
Yeah.
Like that kind of is why they kind of work so well together. They always kind of should be at the same level.
Yeah.
If Doom is 20 years older than Reed, then like he's got a lot of ground ahead, and I don't like that dynamic nearly as much. I think it is best that they are about the same level. That they go into it at the same point.
So who could play Reed Richards then? And then who would be his Doom?
The guy that played the golden hand guy on Game of Thrones. Those are my 2 picks.
Oh God, what was his name?
He got a complicated name.
Yeah, that's why I didn't say it.
Jamie Lannister, but
Scott in the chat.
Quick, somebody else Google this. Damn it, maybe we shouldn't have fired Steph.
Right? She's really good at Googling this. Yeah,
she'd be Googling the a top 10 list of best Doom castings.
Yes, Nicola Coster Waldo. Waldo.
That's my pick. Yeah, that's my pick for Dr. Doom.
I'm thinking about it, and it doesn't immediately like jump at me as like a really good choice. He's a good actor.
Isn't his natural accent like kind of like Swedish?
I think so. Yeah.
I feel like that
he's like Eastern European
or something. That can play
like
for Doom,
Northern European.
You know, since Doom's a ruler of Latvia or whatever the fuck.
I mean, but he's got that. He's got that like arrogance.
Yeah.
Down. Like because Jamie was really arrogant. I think he could bring that to the table.
Also, and like he's attractive, which does matter in the beginning, because then if they go him getting fucked up, like the vanity of it all like matters to the character.
Yeah. But if he becomes Doom, I just can't see John Krasinski as Reed Richards because it's John Krasinski.
Yeah, I've never really been one to be super excited about that fan casting. Like all of your Photoshop mock-ups look cool, but
no. He's fantastic as an action actor. He's fantastic in A Quiet Place. I just can't really see him being. This sounds really mean. I can't see him being a genius. You know,
I see where you're going.
Is he too pretty?
I see it. Yeah.
Is he too pretty to be?
Nah, he's too dumb looking.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like a dumb football player.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
I could believe him being Jack Ryan, but I can't believe Reed Richards.
What about Emily Blunt as Sue?
Yes,
that I'm for. I think she would work well as Sue.
I'm all for that fan cast of John Krasinski.
Okay,
Emily
I'm back
Blunt,
on board.
Zac Efron and John Cena.
Oh my god! Like, I want Zac Efron as Johnny Storm. Holy shit! Every scene him shirtless, please. I mean,
I mean, John Cena yelling, "It's clobbering time!" I want all this.
God.
Like, just
I don't know about that one.
That'd be so good. No, it'd be so good.
Okay.
He screams, "It's clobbering time!" in the background. You hear, "Abadoo!"
His
question.
big rocky hand in front of his face.
And I'm curious also what chat thinks about this. What do you do though for Thing and the Rock body? Do you go full CGI like the newer Fantastic Four, or do you go more practical like the first Fantastic Four set?
Practical.
I'm pretty sure there's a combination of both, but they'll go CG.
He'll have like some blockiness, so he gets the movement correct, but the rest will be CG.
Like, if you're just trying to make the bulk and whatnot, Thanos, like, there's really nothing real on Thanos.
It's true.
So they can make a big dude pure CG.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Mark Ruffalo in that last Endgame. I mean, that worked too. I mean,
yeah. I mean, they can do
full
convincing.
CG isn't.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I talked over you.
No.
Yeah, they could do full CG. That's totally fine. I just think they, if it's John Cena, they would need some practical elements to make his movement correct.
You don't think he moves like the Thing?
No. Have you seen the lightning punch?
I mean, the Thing doesn't. He's not real, so we can't see him move. It's like, I've been watching Perry Mason on HBO this last couple days, and that the girl that plays She-Hulk, I can't say her name.
Tatiana Maslany.
She's in that, and I've never really seen her in anything,
dude.
And she fucking blew my mind in her first scene. It was like, oh, this shit.
Oh my god,
she's legit.
She
is gonna nail that performance.
She is really good.
Yeah,
I'm curious what they're gonna do about like the stature of She-Hulk, but
CG that chick. I mean, she'll just be tall in CG.
Like the thing though is like She-Hulk is always She-Hulk. She-Hulk doesn't transform back. The majority of She-Hulk she is always stuck in the She-Hulk body, which at least makes her different.
But as we pointed out earlier, Marvel can do convincing CGI. It's just be touching my line, but she'll probably work out a little bit, and they just have to make her look bigger and green.
I mean, maybe the Star Wars guys would like to borrow some of Marvel's guys occasionally.
Also, are you mad at the movies, or are you complaining about the Mandalorian?
I ain't mad at nothing.
Okay, all right, sure.
For Tatiana Maslany, you should definitely watch Orphan Black because she plays like 8 different roles in that movie.
List for years.
Yeah.
But
have you watched Perry Mason yet?
I have not.
Okay, it's a show for you and me, Anthony. You don't need to check in, but Jordan, it's our style. It's all mystery and
I'm in
who done it and shit. Yeah, it's
legal drama set in 1932 Los Angeles and based on novels and short stories penned by, I don't know who Earl Stanley Gardner is, but this sounds cool to me.
It was pretty good.
I've heard good things about it.
The people that are joining us, Steph is on her way. No, people are asking.
Breaking kayfabe.
I mean, you read the text. Jordan straight up told her she got fired.
She'll be here eventually.
Fingers crossed.
I'm not gonna lie. As we keep going, my brain is still kind of caught up on Steven, like his first comment about him being able to see me as being the diva. I haven't forgotten that in the last 15 minutes.
Look, guys, it's been 20 minutes.
It's kind of haunting me.
It's been here in a haunted mansion. It's totally fine. It works. It's been 20 minutes. We all feel Steph not here.
we went in being a little nervous, like, fuck, this is gonna be weird.
It's like, can we still do this? This is how the show started, but it's not what it is now.
But it clearly got better once she was a regular.
It's true. She is the wild card.
Yeah. Fuck me. We were on a track and there was something related news-wise that came out.
She-Hulk, Tatiana Maslany, CGI.
You, especially Leland, seemed to be real mad about Wonder Woman, and there was some talk about whether I was.
Why? We were having a good time. Like,
listen, it seemed pretty inevitable that y'all were gonna bring it up.
That's true. I mean,
I was gonna let Jordan bring it up. I was gonna let that piece of shit just float on by.
Oh man, that is how this is how I spent my Christmas. Right, I woke up. I had like some pizza from the night before, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna watch Soul. Then I'm gonna watch Wonder Woman. And looking back now, it should have been the other way around. Yo, Wonder Woman was awful.
Awful.
It was really bad, man. Like, I'm so
Like-
disappointed how bad that movie was.
Like graded an F.
Oh God. And
Like Anthony, you brought up Birds of Prey earlier, and when we were talking just with ourselves, and you know how much I hated that.
Yeah.
And it was like, and even Scott earlier was like, well, at least that was better. And I was just like, oh, and I think why I'm going to take Wonder Woman for me, because I am more invested in Wonder Woman. And I'm not as much as I'm so hurt by it, where Birds of Prey just pissed me off. Like it was just a difference. Like I both disliked them immensely, but for completely two different reasons. But like Wonder Woman that cut me deep. Like that just hurt. Like that hurt on a level that I was just like, I don't even know what you guys are doing. This isn't for men or women. This was just offensive to everybody. Like,
when we fight, I just want you to remember that a little bit of that is always going to be about Birds of Prey.
I know. It's why we don't fight.
oh man.
We haven't quite spent time with each other since the movie came out. We've only been the one day at Knott's, and we were preoccupied. It didn't really come up.
Look, I have never faulted you for your strange opinion. If you want to enjoy it and you found love of it, go right ahead and enjoy it. It just didn't work for me. I'm not saying it's bad for you.
But you're saying it's bad in general. You don't.
Oh, I think it's terrible.
you don't make your opinion yours. You make it broad.
Isn't that what all opinions are? If you sell them to other people.
Speaking
all
of broads,
are their own.
But yeah, no.
Personally, like I've been quietly listening to you two, like just bad mouthing it, like to this level.
Yeah.
I don't hate the movie. I don't think it's great. I am not rose-colored glasses or anything. There are a lot of issues. I would say it is a acceptable C-range film. There are some glaring issues.
Oh.
I think editing is one of the biggest ones, as opposed to like what other people seem to kind of keep harping back on. And I think Warner Brothers got their fingers too deep into this movie. I think they saw the success of the first one, and I feel that they tried to kind of do this movie by committee like Marvel does all of theirs, and I think they stepped over Jenkins and Jeff Johns. That's a hit or miss addition to the writing staff.
That's not a
We
hit.
also know there's like 5 other people in there too.
Yeah.
I think the one thing I will say I think you're wrong about is that the committee isn't a committee of filmmakers anymore. It's a phone company trying to play movie maker, and that's the problem. Like AT&T they ain't known for making movies. They're known for our cell phones not working properly. So it's just
Yeah, like
I think my biggest complaint is it sort of have a fucking script before filming. I mean, you know.
Lillian, just so you know, you're like kind of breaking up on my end, but
Yeah, I heard the same.
But
I think despite its issues, and questionable storytelling methods, it is still some fun. In the avenue that Shazam was kind of lighthearted fun, I would say it's not as good as Shazam, and that's a statement. You could put that on the back of the box.
Where was the fun?
I think in the general, like, Steve is now the fish out of water, reversing that role. I think the general 80s backdrop to it. I think the performances of Pedro Pascal, even though he's playing the villain, he is giving a performance that is, to me, fun to watch.
Yeah.
No one's gonna win an Oscar.
No.
But everyone individually, I think, is acting in a way that at least is fun to me to watch them do so.
Well, I have no issues with any of the actors. I think they all did a great job.
Yeah.
I just wish they were in another movie.
Yes. I kind of feel like
Sure.
Kristen Wiig was really great in this movie, but this is not a good movie. Like, okay, the movie
and it wasn't. And she's not the cheetah. Like, in any way is she the cheetah. She just turns into a cheetah because the comic books dictate that there has to be a woman that turns into a cat person at one point.
She's the Sandman of this movie.
Yes.
Like, okay, this
like
movie.
She's one scene she's a human, and the next scene she's a fucking Chitara, and you're like, well, that really didn't. How did that happen?
Because
she wanted a wish.
She wanted to be an apex predator.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did.
I disagree. I disagree with how that was done.
Yeah, no, I disagree too. How it was done.
I'm just disagreeing that she says, I want to be an apex predator. Boom, Catwoman.
Cat. No, yeah,
there was no point cheetah in the there.
Nobody says cat the whole movie.
Cheetah god.
Nobody says cheetah. Nobody says cat. Nobody. Like, there is nothing feline like hinted in the film at all.
You are both wrong.
It is weird.
You are both
wrong. If you
wrong.
did not know cheetah was a thing,
you're both wrong.
She turns into a cat. All right, I'm sorry, Jordan. Go ahead.
Everyone wearing really bad '80s cheetah print constantly. There is no cheetahs in the movie.
At the very beginning of the movie, she goes, "Oh, those are really nice heels. Cheetah print." That's the one time they say cheetah.
All right, yeah, all right, whatever.
Yeah. I told you, bad fashion choices don't dictate plot.
That was hot at the time.
The movie is 2 hours and 30 minutes. It's 40 minutes long. An hour of this movie could have been cut out.
That movie needs 15 more minutes explaining its shit that got cut out to make the scenes work a little better. Or 45 minutes removed.
Yeah. We did not need a 10-minute montage of everyone being happy in the world after Maxwell Lord gave up his powers. We didn't need that at all.
You're dancing on spoilers there.
That's why I haven't brought up the stupid Steve Trevor thing.
Oh, I have a lot of problems with Steve Trevor in this movie. Lots of problems.
But it's okay. Part 3 is being fast tracked.
I'm not mad at that. I'm
fine with more Wonder Woman. I want more Wonder Woman that's not this movie.
People, fast track means no script, but they start filming next week. That's what fast track means.
You know what else was fast tracked? Batman Forever.
Okay.
Oh no, Batman and Robin. That I forget the order that those two come out in.
Well, they're both terrible, so who cares?
I forget.
Yeah, Batman and Robin was the last one.
And then Batman.
Yeah, Batman and Robin was the last one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Even though
also no scripts.
It should have been Batman and Robin and Batwoman and Mr. Freeze and Alfred. And just keep saying and.
Every time they use the ampersand and it's styled differently, like one looks like a bat symbol, another one looks like the Robin kind of R.
One's icy, one's got vines on it.
Yeah. I dare someone to make the fucking balls to name a movie this and this and this and this and this and this and this.
And it just keeps on going.
And was it the there was a joke at one point, this is like 10 years ago on Broadway. They did a Broadway musical of The Color Purple, but the title on the marquee was like Oprah Winfrey presents Alice Walker's The Color Purple presented by Oprah Winfrey. Like, it was one, you're just like, this is so much. It's The Color Purple. Just call it that.
Oh.
I want a title that's in the same vein as Don't Be a Menace to South Central While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood. Like, I want something that long.
They're out there, but like the other ones I've seen, I feel are pretentious or they turn out to be anime.
It's true. Anime has a lot of those.
Before the podcast for the chat, we were talking movies of 2020, and we all got shocked that we remembered that certain things came out 9 months ago, but it feels like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And Jordan really lost his shit when I reminded him that Sonic came out in February.
Oh my god, dude. I can't believe it's been this year.
Yeah.
It's actually weirding me out more that we're coming closer and closer to a year of quarantine.
Yeah,
Christian,
That's kind of
Christian.
freaking me out more.
Fucking this guy bringing up Bloodshot.
Bloodshot. I still desperately need to watch that movie.
Down in front. You shut the fuck up. Sit back down. We don't talk about Bloodshot here.
I desperately need to watch that movie.
God, Steven, right you now, paid money in a theater to see that? That's actually ringing bells. I think I remember.
Okay, so the Stars app right now is doing this like $25 for 6 months sale. And
please watch us.
And I got this weird ad, and it was just Vin Diesel walking through like a hallway shooting people, and I was like, I don't know what fucking movie this is.
What is this?
And it went on for like a minute, and at the end it goes Bloodshot only on Stars. I was like, now you're gonna ask me for money? You showed me something I don't want, and now no, this is not how this works.
It's a long scene. I assume it's the one in the tunnel.
I have no idea.
It goes
Did you
a while.
see it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
The scene that I keep seeing of Bloodshot is Vin Diesel walk down a hallway, then another man walking towards him, and then he gets another pair of arms coming out of his back, and then they start fighting.
Yes, that was it. And I was like, "What the
okay.
What is this?"
That made me want to watch it so much more. He fights fucking Tech Goro. Like,
listen. One, that's not the only guy with like machine parts.
Oh man.
Yeah, and two, because I guess you absolutely have to have a CGI battle now at the end of your movie. Like, I guess that's just mandatory.
They choose to,
but they all choose to.
I need to pause this podcast for a second.
Okay.
Because when we mentioned Zac Efron for the Fantastic Four movie, Jen in the chat was like, "Oh, you like Zac Efron, do you? I got a picture for you."
No.
And she sent it to me.
Is it him taking a leak on the side of that?
She sent it to me on Discord. And I'm both upset but also kind of into it in a weird way.
She would like you to read what it says.
Okay. I've been searching for this photo since you mentioned shirtless Zac Efron. Here you go. I made this for a deserving friend in college. Now I pass it on to you.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, the stream has to see this now.
Oh yeah. Listen, if
get in the chat.
If our amazing, fantastic listeners are gonna make us some art, then we share that art with the world. That is LRC law.
Oh man.
This is upsetting.
All right. This is.
Wait. Let's double back. Why does this not bother you?
You still
Why
see
are you
it.
Kind of into this.
You still see his abs, and it's still Zac Efron shirtless.
Let me explain for the listeners. So listener, imagine Zac Efron, and imagine him without a shirt. Very standard. We've all seen it, whether you wanted to or not. Zac Efron without shirt, muscles. This looks like maybe warming up to Baywatch or cooling down from Baywatch.
I'm gonna wait for you to finish describing this, then I'll put it on stream.
He looks like he's at a park, whatever. Very casual, pants very low.
Well, no, that's a scene from that college movie that he did with Seth.
Neighbors 2.
Okay,
Yeah.
So there, if you need really that specific. Now
it's a minute and 32 into the movie. No.
Now across his wide muscular shoulders are those that fantastic chest he's got, those pecs. And on those pecs, now imagine his face on each pec.
And it's on
photoshopped and blended
now.
in with excellent skill, I might add there, Jen. And let that sink into your brain, and then remember back when Jordan said, I don't hate this, and I'm kind of into it.
Look, guys, I'm living in my own world. I didn't understand that anything can happen when you take a chance.
I think you've been alone too long.
Steven doesn't hate it either. Boom. All right.
Can we stop for a moment and address, if you had 2 extra faces on your pecs, do you have to feed each mouth?
No, because you share the same stomach.
Yes, you clearly seem to share the same stomach, but imagining those mouths would want to eat.
So, but do they talk? Do they have their own sentience, or do they just say the same things you do? Can you talk to both different chests?
That's a whole nother Hellraiser, Freddy's Final Nightmare hellscape that, like, I mean, we can get into it if you want.
We're not doing anything else.
I would like to imagine they both have their own personalities, in addition to my normal face.
Wait, so one
that is evil, one is good. Like
no. One is High School Musical Zac Efron.
Yeah. One's
trapped in that time period.
One is Troy.
Another is Good Neighbors Baywatch era Zac Efron, and the top head is his current like travel food show where he's like, you know what? Maybe I don't go back to Hollywood ever again, and I just live my life. That's what's happening.
I want to live in this cyberpunk future. Get that cyberware on my chest. 2 extra faces.
That actually makes this imagery more accepting to me. That if it was all cyberpunked and he had like screens on his chest, I can deal with that more. King of the chat there, Steven.
I don't understand how it works.
They wrote, the nipples lick back.
Just imagine, guys and gals, you meet Zac Efron, and for whatever reason you're just making out with Zac Efron now. Now, as you're making out with Zac Efron, you feel your nipples being licked by Zac Efron. You stop. Wait a second, Zac. You push him back, and you look at his chest for the first time, and you see 2 more Zac Efron faces.
No. I want to make this horrifying. From under the shirt, you just see like the protrusions of little mouths.
Just 2 wet spots.
Trying to suck through the shirt.
You see just teeth.
Oh. Wait, how are you sucking on things, Jordan? I think we may have explained a glaring hole in your game.
Look, guys, there's a reason why I've been single for so long.
Jordan doesn't understand the difference between sucking and biting.
Wait, there's a difference?
Just like Mega Maid.
All right, I'm gonna take
fucking blow.
I'm gonna take Zac Efron off the stream now.
Okay.
Ooh, fair question. Yeah, does he have butt cheek faces?
Jen's up for the challenge.
You look at his back, he just has 2 more butts like on his back dimples.
Jen, there's a scene from a movie, I don't remember the name of the movie, where Zac Efron, Miles Teller, and Killmonger, they all are in the movie, and they take the boner pill, and they decide they can't pee unless they lay down on toilets, and he's got a full butt shot. That's the shot you need to animate.
What is this movie that has Michael B. Jordan and Zac Efron in it? That seems like so much of a golden Oreo that I want.
It was one of those movies.
Like Steph would explode.
It was one of those like early It's one of those like middle ground millennium movies where it's like very cringy, like guys trying to get with girls for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to get laid before high school ends.
Something like that. I'm looking it up.
Movie with Jack Efron and Michael Bay Jordan.
That awkward moment. Christian, he said it.
I have never heard of that.
I've heard of that title, but I haven't. 2014? Jesus.
That's too recent for that kind of concept.
Yeah. I just really remember like something happens where Michael B. Jordan gets like painted orange, and he like shows everybody his junk because his junk is stained orange at one point in the movie.
What?
Like, it's a weird flick, man.
Like... Watch that awkward moment movie.
Note to self.
Watch Steph come back and be like, "Oh, I own that." And just like, oh.
You know what? That seems very likely because her love for the Michael Bay is so high up there. She could possibly go out of her way for movies such as this. Just another thing that she hadn't seen before. It matters largely how available this movie is. So now thinking about it, since I'd never heard of it, it might not be streaming anywhere.
Okay.
But she may have hit it at the time.
You have to pay to watch this movie, is what I'm seeing.
Well, that's not going to happen.
Well, just use all that money you have that you used to watch the New Mutants.
All the money I saved?
Wink.
Nah. I think I'll just, go to my guy again. Wink, wink.
I just realized since I put that Jack Efron picture into our group chat with no context, Steph is just going to see this.
Oh, Steph has no idea. Yeah.
She hasn't said anything back yet, so assumably she's driving back home to join us here in our insanity.
For what I assume will be one hell of a ride.
Oh, God.
So, yeah.
Catching Steph up on the first half of this podcast. Oh, man. It keeps taunting me. I gotta close our chat. So it is the new year. It's 2021 for the listeners.
For the listeners, yes.
For us, it's still the past.
Hello from 2020. Please send help.
I do like the meme that's been going around of somebody's tweet about how in 5 years you'll reach into your pocket and pull out a mask and think, wow, what a crazy year, as you go outside to fight the whatever giant things of whatever. I forget how it ends, but you get the gist.
Like to hide in the shadows from the hoarding zombies and the cannibalistic people that are running free.
Is that it?
Yeah, so hero.
Yeah, I think he wants to go outside, but if I hold him, he'll forget for a little while.
Is he going to forget for another 45 minutes?
We'll see. I'm hoping he'll forget long enough for Steph to get on the show so I could go and take him out.
My dad called me today, which he typically doesn't do unless something's wrong, so I got a little worried. And he goes, "You want to hear what your dog did today?" And I was like, "Oh Lord!"
Oh, no.
Oh, it's your dog, so it's something bad.
Yeah, it's my dog. And I said, "What'd she do?" He goes, "Well, she caught a swallow, and she was eating the bird." And I said, "Oh, did you try to get away from her?" And he goes, "I tried, but she gobbled it down in one whole swallow." And I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah, that's what dogs do.
Okay. Right. I was like, okay. And he goes, and this was like, he called me at like 11. So this had to be early had to be early in the morning that Disco decided to kill a bird. And then he goes, yeah. And about 20 minutes later, I'm walking out looking for her and I can't find her, which is always a bad sign because she's up to something. So he goes, she's laying in the grass. She caught a rabbit and was devouring the rabbit as well. I'm like, so she killed 2 animals in a span of an hour?
Is he not feeding her?
She's for blood. She's got the bloodlust.
I was like, what the hell?
Also, Disco, you tiny. Like that bird alone should have filled you up. And also, like remembering your track history for eating things and then having to go to the vet after.
Oh yeah, this is terrible.
Yeah.
She's like the size of a rabbit, though.
Disco bloodbath. I
was like,
that.
Jesus Christ, dog. Yeah, I know. I asked my dad. I'm like, is she not eating? I was like,
not getting enough protein in the
I
diet.
was like, Lord. He goes, well, she's a dog. He goes, what do you think they do in the wild? I was like, I don't know. Snuggle next to people on the couch. I don't know.
Disco ain't never even imagined the wild.
Look, peace was never an option.
Apparently not.
I was like, she's a little psychopath. She kills lizards all day long, but she doesn't eat the lizards. She just likes to kill them and then leaves them for my dad to pick up. Like,
so the others know.
Yeah, so the others know.
So she is now escalating her murder.
Yes. Next time,
I've heard that's
human.
bad.
Human.
Yes. Child, then human. Everyone, Disco is a Boston Terrier.
Yes, she's a 22-pound, adorable little black and white Boston Terrier that apparently has the bloodlust.
Oh man, that's nuts.
Yeah, I was like, say what now?
I mean, I'm impressed that she caught both of those things. Yeah. Although I can only believe the bird was already hurting on the ground. There ain't no way. Yeah. There ain't no way she caught a bird midair.
Well, we don't know. She was already mid-eating it when my dad approached.
I can't believe I've seen Disco. I've played fetch with Disco. I don't believe that dog can catch a bird in the air.
She saw the bird injured on the ground. The fangs came out. It's like, it's time. It's time to feed.
Easy kill.
So this is her second rabbit this year too.
Pets. Oh really?
Oh,
you haven't told me about this.
Well, I mean, I don't like to bring up my murderous dog that often.
You don't like to brag?
I mean, it's not like full rabbit. She's just picking off like the babies.
Oh,
I know. That's why I didn't say anything, because she's killing bunnies.
I can't see Disco the same way anymore. Tiny monster. That's awful. Yeah. Okay, so what I was saying. How was your Christmas? That's where I was kind of getting to.
We all watched Wonder Woman, so it was pretty shitty.
But I also did watch Soul, and that movie is fantastic. I
haven't watched that yet.
The first Pixar movie with the black lead, and the third Pixar character that's black.
Who's the second?
Some little girl from Toy Story.
Toy Story?
Yeah. There was a single black girl in one of the Toy Story movies. I don't know which. I've only seen the first one.
But but the main character, Soul, still has to get his inspiration by a white woman.
No, that's not at all what the movie is. That's not at all what the movie is.
Okay.
The trailers for the movie.
I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah.
I know Tina Fey, the other lead.
Yeah.
That's right. Combat Carl. Jordan don't know what that is.
I don't
watch no Toy Story.
Yeah, exactly. I haven't seen the Toy Story movie. But yeah, the trailer for Soul does not at all convey what the movie Soul is actually about.
Oh, yeah, okay. There's a couple scenes in that movie where I was like, oh, you should have put this in the trailer to let people know this is what's happening.
Oh my God, they should have just straight up put scenes from the barbershop in there. At least
one of them switcheroos.
It's got some stuff going on. There's some shit happens.
Oh yeah.
Myself being known for not really watching movies aimed at children. Do you think this would be up my alley to watch?
This movie ain't for kids.
It's not for kids.
No.
All right.
No. This movie's about a midlife crisis of a 40-year-old black man who can't play jazz for a band. Like that's kids don't relate to that.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Would you still recommend it to me?
What's up?
Would you still recommend it to me to watch?
Yeah, it's
yes.
beautifully animated.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Okay. I've only admitted this once, but this is the first Pixar movie that made me just openly cry. Like the second the credits rolled, I was bawling.
Is Coco is DreamWorks?
No, that's Pixar.
Yeah,
Is it Pixar?
Yeah, it's Pixar.
Yeah.
I think I get Coco confused with the other thing.
What other thing? The Tree of Life?
You mean the other? You mean the Book of Life?
Book of Life.
The
That's
Book
what it
of
was.
Life? Yeah.
The Book of Life was DreamWorks. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I get those.
One is marionette looking. The other is good.
Yes, but I confused about who made what. That's where I confuse.
It's all good.
Yeah. I don't confuse the scenes, just simply who put what out.
Okay,
they're
look.
both fine. But I did not cry at the what's the marionette one? What's
Book
that?
of Life?
Book of
Yeah,
Life,
I didn't cry at that one. Coco, I can't get through the soundtrack without crying. So
I can't go back to Coco.
Me.
I already know what I left behind watching it the first time.
You did your
so
one tear. You did your one cry a decade with Coco.
Yeah. So I can't go back.
Okay, look, Scott. Up did make me tear up. I wasn't openly crying, all right? Because at that
Someone
point,
made this man weep.
because I was with this man for his entire life in this movie. I was like, oh my gosh, I understand your struggles, sir. And then I started crying. For Up, I couldn't really understand that because I've been met with the love of my life, lived with her, and then watched her die. That hasn't happened to me. I felt sorry for the old man. Yes, that made me tear up. But I didn't start crying because I'm not there, you know?
Okay.
Then what's my problem? Because when I hear On Your Left, I cry like a little girl that lost her ball.
You had been on a journey. You'd been on a journey with all of them. Also, 30 years of just Marvel history built into you.
Also, I suddenly watched Inside Out.
A clip about 20 minutes ago on TV, and they made a joke about On Your Left, and I felt it starting to weld up. I was like, oh, geez, just remembering it.
I remember feeling emotional when that happened. I don't think I squirted out a tear.
Not even when your boy came back to life, even though you knew he was coming back to life because he's $1 billion property.
No. I was happy to see him. Still swept up in the emotion of the scene. But no, I don't think my eyes perspired.
The shitty part about it is I was already welled up with tears when Kat picks up the hammer. So, so just to hear On Your Left, I'm just like, oh God.
Yeah, it's a solid 1-2 punch.
That was a really.
I
still get goosebumps from that scene. No tears, but goosebumps.
Hell, when Thor gets all beardy and it's all wrapped around and it looks badass, I get emotional. I'm like, oh look, he found his gumption again. Look at that. That last hour is as rough for me to watch as watching Sam pick up Frodo and run up a mountain. Like I can't handle those two things.
God, it's so slow. Once in a while, I think about rewatching Lord of the Rings, and I haven't watched any single Lord of the Rings film in maybe a decade.
Oh, they're on HBO.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
It's been available to me for a while. I think about it sometimes, like, just because so much time has passed, and I don't hate those movies. But as I try and think about, like, the scenes I look forward to, I remember, like, there's a lot of other shit that's not as exciting going on. Like,
Fair.
That's a lot of movie.
I mean, I agree. I haven't watched these movies. I don't even remember when I watched them, to be honest.
Right. As a bit, I would watch the extended version, but like we got to be making content or something. Like it's got to be a bit. I'm not doing it for leisure.
I smelled the return of an old podcast you guys used to do.
Me and Scott, we were doing sword and sorcery movies this month. for reasons. And we started off with watching the Conan the other day, the Schwarzenegger one.
Yeah.
I still like it, but man, that movie's got some slow shit in it that I don't remember. Like, there's this whole scene just like, oh, we're just on a horse. We're just
They're like the montage of them just like doing shit.
I was like, I get it. You're getting ready to fight Darth Vader, but I don't know. Hurry up.
Yeah, like the movie really kind of peaks early when he's fighting the like Vader's horsemen through like those ruins. Because like once he gets to James Earl Jones, like that's all pretty slow moving. Like he turns into a snake, and that is lackluster. And like he turned into a snake, that should be pretty fucking rad.
Well, I would say they couldn't have Arnold fight a fake snake because of like special effects.
Because it's 1986.
Yeah.
I don't know, like maybe one like reared up like claymation with like a cobra hood, but he just turns into a snake and he slithers away. That's literally all that happens there.
They really don't ever address that either. They're like that was a man.
No one is freaked out by it.
And no one ever talks about it. Yeah, they're just like, oh yeah, that's normal for him.
I mean, he's dead 5 minutes later, so like, what are you gonna do? It's not like anyone can ask him how we learned how to do that.
I'm just saying. But the best scene in that movie is when he does that whole thing of where he talks about what real power is, and he asks that girl to jump off that building for him.
That's the best part.
She jumps. Yeah, I love that part. And he just goes, "That's power," because it's Darth Vader, and I get a kick out of it.
I feel like you're taking the wrong enjoyment out of that scene. Clearly, the best scene of that movie is when Conan is like crucified on the X, and he straight up bites the neck of the vulture, eating his shoulder.
Oh shit!
Hey!
Ooh, I had that locked and ready to go.
Ooh, nice. You made a nice quick transition.
Hell yeah. Didn't start my recording at all. Maybe I need to get off. Hold
on. No, stay here. Just turn your recording on. The people have been missing you. They've repeatedly asked, God, where's Steph? I wish Steph was here.
This has been basically an hour of us vamping for you to get here.
Hold on, I gotta turn off and turn back on.
Does everyone else agree with that? Does everyone else also feel like we've just been stalling for time?
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Did you take the time to take a shower too?
I wanted to wash the hospital off.
Okay, we didn't mention the hospital.
Oh yeah, we didn't mention.
I'm not gonna sit directly onto my seat that I sit normally and play games.
Remember Steph's rules? Okay, Steph, start recording before you.
I knew you were gonna say that. I thought about it. I was like, I could just hop on right now.
Steph, please start recording.
Please start recording.
Hold on.
Because otherwise we have to recontextualize everything.
Wait, give me a second.
That's fine.
1, 2, 3, check. 1, 2, 3, check.
Oh Jesus God!
I still gotta do the process.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, we're all good. I'm gonna press new.
Yes. I'm remaining. Conan biting the neck of the vulture is the best scene in that movie.
It's a great scene, but it doesn't have James Earl Jones in that scene.
That's fine. James Earl Jones kind of a bore in the movie.
I don't know why I need to do that, but in case you need to have that, it's there.
Well, we all need to do it though, Steph. Are you recording now?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Keep recording. Okay. Twitch stream. This is what it looks like when we start the podcast before we turn on the cameras. All right. Everyone's recording. 1, 2, 3, clap. Ready?
Yep.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, clap. Okay. And that is for future Anthony to sync everything up. So everyone can have a nice 36-minute podcast.
Dude,
yeah, I fucked that up.
6 minutes.
I'm gonna get it fixed, but I fucked up this week's release. I don't know how yet. Usually I know what I did wrong.
I think it's because we ran out of space on Libsyn.
It wouldn't let you upload everything. That was an issue. So I was trying to adjust the quality to get us within the 50 megabyte left because it's doable.
Yeah.
Even for a nearly 2-hour podcast, I could get it in there, but I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I never at any point said like only do this much of the podcast. I was just lowering the quality level.
Yeah. Huh? Okay. Well.
Oh, no,
And didn't notice that it was 36 minutes until Steph on Monday's like, "Yo, what the fuck?" So Steph,
Yes.
We've been
apparently all of our rumors have gone out the wayside. You're not fired. You're not dead.
No.
There's a lot for you to catch up on. Would you like to add any explanation, or would you like to talk about that Zac Efron photo?
that I put into the group chat with
that you
no
put into
context.
chat?
Yeah.
Oh, where's my phone? Hold on.
This is why you should just get Messenger for Windows and just have it up.
I mean, that's true, but no.
I mean, it makes my life easier to put stuff on the stream, so, you know.
Well, that's your
Okay.
job.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
All right.
That's about it. I just don't like that photo.
But Steph,
All right.
imagine.
Conan.
No, I think Steph needs, when she hears the podcast next week, this will all be new to her, and she'll have a really good time listening to it.
You know, yeah, that's fine. I'm not going to explain anything. That's fine.
I mean, maybe she'll be doing it from home.
There's going to be a lot of bits that are going to be real funny.
I'm also very hungry, so don't mind me every once in a while.
So, Steph, since you're here finally, and we've managed to last an hour without you somehow. Would you want to explain anything?
It was touch and go.
Sure. I mean, as I can first of all say that I will not be going to work for the next 10 days.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So, I got a quarantine, just in case.
Yeah.
But basically, I was trying to eat after work, and it didn't taste right when I was eating.
What were you
What
eating?
did it taste like?
I ate a salad. I ate Caesar salad, and I ate
Ooh, you
an
had a Caesar?
apple, a Honey Crisp apple, and the apple was bitter.
Okay.
And I was like, that's not a normal taste. That's strange. Now, I already wanted to get tested just in case.
Yes.
Today. So I went to one of the one of the clinics, and it was like one of those drive-through urgent cares, because I had already had a test to take on Thursday, but because this taste is questionable, I wanted to
time to jump up the
get another
timeline.
test.
Yeah,
Possibility,
gotta get the
yeah,
rapid
like,
response
possible
or result.
So basically, yeah, I went there, and then of course they have the whole questionnaire thing, and then basically they were like, oh, well, tell us your symptoms. And I was just like, well, when I tasted food, it tasted funny. And I mean, there's other symptoms that I'm probably not going to say right now, but there's just some symptoms.
What happened when you had a mint?
Oh yeah, so I explained that to her. I ate a mint, and I could taste the mint, and then it went away.
Okay.
Like I could taste minty.
So you
but
actively lost your taste.
It got dull. Now
Okay.
I can feel the coolness of the mint physically.
Okay.
I just can't really taste it minty anymore.
Yeah. Was this a zebra stripe mint?
Like a peppermint?
It was a Tic Tac.
Okay, just checking.
Like a fresh mint Tic Tac.
I was making a reference for one, and he wasn't paying attention.
So then I
isn't.
ate that, and then
I'm sorry,
when I was
got work drama happening. I apologize.
It's totally
We got
fine.
Steph drama happening. Quit interrupting.
So
I understand, but Batman drama is happening, and they pay my bills.
you're fine. No worries at all. Yeah. So like I was telling my friend about like, hey, is this a symptom? Like, is this a symptom that can happen? Like, altered taste. And she goes, not that I've heard of. It's only been lost of taste.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, just lost of taste. Because I was like, my apple was
Altogether.
bitter. And I was like, I don't know why my Honey Crisp apple isn't tasting how I want it to taste.
And specifically not sour, And of course, not sweet as it should be, but bitter.
It's just a strange taste. Like it
Yeah.
tasted off. So I was like, okay, whatever. Anyways, I'm telling the lady, yes.
Were you eating the apple and the Caesar salad at the same time?
No, I ate the Caesar salad by itself. I was done, and then I washed my apple, and then I was eating my apple on the car ride to the urgent care.
Because Caesar salad, that dressing is very lingery, so maybe that could have fucked up the apple flavor a bit.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That does make sense. So then, I was on the phone with Jordan, and I was telling him about it on my drive to urgent care. So I was just like, Jordan goes, "Do you have any candy around you?" And I was like, "Yes, I do."
Because it's Steph.
Yeah, because I have candy. I bring mints or gum or whatever the fuck, you know. So, yeah, I eat this. I eat the Tic Tacs, and like I said, it's minty, and then it goes away. So then I called another friend, and I was telling her about it, and yeah, she was saying how, like, you know, it's usually loss of taste. So I was like, okay. Then she asked if I had anything spicy or sour to eat, and I was like, oh, I still have my apple. Like the core pieces of the apple. Like there's still pieces I could eat. It's not completely gone. So I ate some Tic Tacs, so I have the minty flavor, and then I bit into the apple because it's one of those moments of like, you brush your teeth and drink orange juice.
It should be
nasty
intense.
Taste. Like
if you've got the mint freshness going on, the apple would be pretty brisk.
Yeah, so I could taste that, and then it went away.
Oh. Okay.
Do you still have any of your jelly beans from Bean Boozled?
I do. I actually do. I mean, I could try one.
Again, it's Steph. There's always candy nearby.
Shut the fuck up. He's not wrong, but I could do this. I'll do it, and then I'll tell more.
All right, so this is still a problem. Steph is still losing taste.
Oh God.
I mean, this could be a lot of things.
They're both questionable.
Yeah.
One could be.
They're all questionable.
One could be dirty socks. One could be vomit. I think.
Okay.
The pink one could be vomit. I know that one. That one.
I dropped it.
Well,
that one's seared into my brain.
Okay, so here's
this one. It won't make a difference.
Well, hey, maybe you won't taste it.
No, I do.
Okay, well that's good.
Okay.
It's good that you taste it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good point.
There's a lot of factors for
what?
losing.
I can see why Jordan would say peach tastes disgusting. It's like gross but oddly sweet.
Wait, which one are you eating right now? Is it peach or vomit?
I think it's dead fish.
What?
You know what? For a second we thought maybe your taste was back, but now I'm questioning it.
Yeah.
Wait, where'd you get peaches from then?
There are many factors that can occur to
Yeah.
have things taste not right. Like, I'll be honest, I go about once a day and something don't taste right. But so
yeah,
that seems like a bigger problem.
Yeah.
It's the
I have a lot of
in
issues going on.
yeah, dude. Like I said,
Right.
I was with the results I was, or with the symptoms I was saying, and for what went down, it got extensive on what I was expecting to happen because I've gotten the normal, or I've gotten tested at least 3 times or 4 times, like their way, and then I actually went in and I got that deep one.
You feel it in your eyes?
Yeah, it feels like it's going a little further. That, you know what my doctor told me? She said, honestly, women take it way better than the guys do.
Yes, because men famously have a lower tolerance for pain than women do.
Yeah, she said that, like,
I was like,
phrasing? Oh, is this the one? And I was like, are you going to go far? And she's like, about this much of the thing is going to go up your nose. I was like, okay. So she went, and I was like, oh, yeah. Oh, that's raw. Okay, yeah, that's where it's at. So I did feel that. No, but this is how, so it basically started with, the whole thing with Sharp was a whole fucking mess. And then I had to call my insurance, and then they got me to the right urgent care I was supposed to go to. Cause it doesn't matter if you have the same insurance as somebody else. if your medical group is somebody else, you got to go to that medical group, and they won't take you anywhere
It's
else.
just insane to me that they turned you away.
Yeah. So I went to my medical place, and then once I got there, I walked to the front and I told the guy, hey, I'm here to take a COVID test. And he's like, well, actually you're late and they already closed. And I was just like, I was told to come here. And then he goes, oh, maybe you need to go to that urgent care. So then he pointed me to the tents that were open on the side. And I was like, all right, thanks, sir. So I'm standing there, and then they take me in. And then there's three doctors in the tent outside in the parking lot. So they first tell me to remove one sleeve of my jacket, and they take my blood pressure. And then, of course, she's asking me questions, my symptoms, all that. Then she's asking me like, oh, have you had any negative thoughts lately? And I said no. And have you been doing this, that? Just a whole bunch of questions.
Is that a symptom of COVID, having negative thoughts?
I don't know, but that sign is everywhere. Like, the sign is actually there. Have you been feeling sad or like not suicidal?
Guys,
se,
I
just
might have COVID-19.
Yeah, I think I may have had COVID since '94.
It's been saying like if you have like negative thoughts. Have you been having negative thoughts?
Huh.
Yes or no? Please answer yes or no.
Are you sure you got the COVID test? Because they also said you had to take off your clothes, and I have.
Oh yeah, no, I'll get there. That's why I got confident.
Okay, yeah.
So like I said, I was outside in the parking lot in the first tent. So they take my blood pressure. They don't say anything else except like, okay, tell me how you're feeling. Do you have a runny nose? I was like, my nose is dry. And I was like, if anything, it's my taste buds that are weird. And then they go, okay, follow me. They bring me into urgent care, and they tell me to undress and put on the gown. And I was like, okay. And then I'm also kind of standing there, like they weren't in there with me. They left, but then it was just kind of like, I'm still standing there like, am I supposed to be like butt-ass naked? Am I supposed to have my panties and my bra on? Is my bra supposed to be off? Like, I'm thinking all these questions because here I am in this fucking gown and my kicks, basically. And I'm just sitting there trying to figure out what's going to happen. So,
hot.
Well,
I was going to say that decided against it.
I saw you going in. I was like, I'll pick up this sword.
Yeah, so I'm sitting there, and then like the phone starts ringing. And in my head, I was just like, is somebody supposed to answer that? So I just sit there and I wait. And then it's been like 15 minutes now. And then some lady pops her head in and she goes, hey, when the phone rings, please answer it. And I said, okay. So then I was sitting there.
I feel like those are instructions that she would have told you beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she didn't. I was just like, well, somebody got to answer that phone. Sure ain't me. I don't work here.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I don't work here. That's not my phone.
Yeah. Answering phones I don't know.
Yeah, that's
an anonymous phone. Like,
yeah. So anyways, the phone rings and I answer. And then, it's the doctor and she's asking me like what's going on. And I tell her the same situation. This is what
she working from home too?
I was like, this is what happened when I ate this. This is, I told her about the mints and eating the apple and eating my salad and just like that whole thing. And then, so she goes, okay, well, I'll be in soon. And I said, okay. So then I wait another 10, 15 minutes and then she comes in and then she kind of asks how I'm doing, tells me to repeat the same thing I already repeated. And then she goes and she checks my, she says, okay, you're going to take, first of all, she goes, you're going to take a urine test. And I was like, is that part of that? Am I supposed to do that? But she took it. So I very much had to do the process of the urine thing. You know what? TMI, that shit, like, I am not good at that stuff. I would be quite honest. You think it's pretty simple? It's not. Because they have directions that I don't really like, that I've never really noticed before because they've always just told me to pee in a cup. But this one, the directions on the wall,
there was
like,
more
was a
to the
lot
directions
more
than
that you
pee in
needed
this
to do.
cup.
Like, I could read it. Or not read it. I could tell you. It was basically, first, wash your hands, obviously. So it was like, wash your hands. Then you got to get the cup. Then you got to take the lid off. Then you have to make sure you don't touch the inside of the cup at all of the lid or the cup.
All
so
this
you gotta
seems reasonable
set that
so
somewhere.
far.
You gotta set there. You gotta set that somewhere safe. Then it said you had to get a cleansing wipe, and you had to wipe one fold of the labia, front and back, back. And then I clearly didn't use the same piece. I got another towel and did the other side because it says you gotta fold and do the other side. I was like, okay. And you're all trying to read this in the process and just trying to make sure you do it right. And then it was the part of like filling up the cup. And I'm not gonna lie, there was a funnel there that I could have used, but I was like, I don't want to be that person. I know what to do. I fucked up. I fucked up so badly. I peed on my hand. I had to wipe shit up. It was a fucking mess. It was a mess. So then, yeah, it was just a fucking mess. So, I mean, obviously I did it in the bowl, but it was just like, now I'm just peeing on my fucking hand. And it's like, well, I got that stupid gown on, so I gotta like move in stupid fucking ways. So then I went over to the sink and, I wiped it clean. And then I washed my hands, and then I dried my hands, and then I put the sticker on it, and then I put in the little laboratory little box that they have in the restroom.
The outbox.
Yeah, that little outbox. And then I went back to the room, and then I waited. And then she came, and then the doctor came in, and she said, "You're going to take a COVID test today." And I was like, oh boy.
That's why I'm here.
I would have never guessed.
Yeah, so I tell her that I've gotten the test before, and she's like, oh, this one's going to go up. And that's when she tells me it's like that much of the Q-tip. So she literally pushes it up, and you can feel it like dip right like beyond your eye almost.
Yep.
And I was just like, oh yeah, that's raw. And then she's like, oh, you take it pretty well. I was like, thanks. And then we were going over, and she was telling me how, apparently men can't handle it. And we do that, and then she starts checking everything else. She was like, can you open your mouth? I'm gonna check your mouth if it's doing okay. Can you check your nose? I'm gonna check if your nose is all right. I'm gonna check your ears and all that. And then she starts. She gets the stethoscope.
To listen to your heart.
Yes.
To listen to my breathing. So she goes over here. Then she starts going in the back, and she's telling me to take deep breaths and all that. And she said, well, your breathing sounds good. And I was like, well, that's great. And then so then after that she tells me, hey, so you're gonna have to quarantine for 10 days. You'll get your test results, and even when you get your test results and they show negative, you still gotta quarantine for 10 days because they also want to make sure that I don't develop any other symptoms in the process.
Makes sense.
Okay.
And then I told her, I was just like, okay, well, I would like to know how to go about things, because it's just like, I also have roommates in the house. It's not like it's just me. I also have to worry about like, okay, well, clearly I have to figure out work and all that crap.
Yeah.
and everything else.
Just to insert for everyone's context, this is spawning off of a roommate being exposed and thus exposing Steph. Steph's not bringing anything into her home. It was there that Steph may have been exposed. I don't want people kind of thinking like Steph's trying to keep it to herself.
Yeah, the call is coming from inside the building.
Yeah.
Jordan, your camera just went to it. Okay.
He's in the doctor's office now too.
Yeah, so I'm going here to just speak with Steph's doctor just to find out what's going on. Everything's cool. It's fine.
Yeah, no worries.
Nobody worry about it.
What the fuck just happened?
What's going on?
Yeah. Oh wow, that actually snaps pretty good. Good job.
Yeah, so I'm sitting here waiting. I'm waiting for the doctor to come back.
Now Jordan's gonna get his COVID test,
but I just have to wait. So continue.
Okay,
Steph, continue.
Take the floor.
Oh
again.
yeah, no. So excuse me. So yeah, no. I just have to stay away for a little bit. And I was telling her, I was like, okay, well, what, like, of course, me knowing me, I asked 21 questions. It's just like, okay, well, what happens
50
in
Cent.
the house? What do you have to do this? What if I need to buy groceries? Am I still able to do the drive up pickup? Is that fine? Can I go into a drive-through? Is that okay? It's actually not.
Yeah.
Yeah. She said a lot of people don't think that because you're not really contacting stuff. And she was like, well, as long as you wear your mask too. I was just like, because I've heard people, you can wear your mask as long as you wear your mask. No, she was like, honestly, I don't think you should really do that. You should just have like food delivered and just go about it that way.
Unless
like,
absolutely necessary. If you have COVID, don't leave your house.
Which I did ask. I was like, okay, well, what if, well, I mean, I already got my answer, but she said, okay, let's say I do, what is it? Let's say I'm positive.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I had an appointment on Thursday. I asked about that. I can still go and take that test because just in case somehow there's that positive. Negative, false positive or whatever. Yeah. It's just kind of like the backup. She was telling me too, even if I tested negative, that Thursday would still be good to take that appointment up and just get that extra thing. Because she said, honestly, that test that I already took is obviously the most precise test.
Yeah.
The most thorough test. So if I take another one, I mean, like, it wouldn't hurt. It would just justify, like, what they already said.
Yeah. So when are you expected to get your results of the test you just took, like, 2 hours ago?
To 24 hours, within 24 hours. I mean, they were really quick with it because it wasn't, she didn't just wait till I was done. Someone was already knocking to collect. Like when I was already talking with the doctor and she had
they're on it.
My swab in her hand, someone was knocking the door to collect.
Okay. I have a quick question.
I might have an answer.
So why did you have to be in the gown?
Yeah, that is like super excessive and borderlining cruel.
I don't know if Scripps just goes more extensive on things. Like they don't play any games. They want to make sure they just want to make sure everything is fine. I don't know.
If you went in there for stitches, you'd do the same thing.
They were already questionable, but because the first blood pressure test they said was elevated. But I was like, that's because I walked from the parking lot to go to the tent.
Yeah. Also, you're nervous.
Yeah.
You're nervous, and you're having a test. Yes.
You may have COVID.
Blood pressure is going to be
kind of stressful.
Yeah. It's going to be elevated. You dumb bitch. I hate doctors. I'm so over doctors right now.
Speaking of doctors, I think mine's coming in right now. Hi, Zac Efron. I didn't know that you were my doctor. Man.
I fucking can't with you.
Listeners, so Jordan changed his background to a doctor's office, and then this fucking guy just takes back that crazy ass Zac Efron and just kind of like if as if on a stick wiggles it into his frame.
Oh, you're back. What's going on?
But you know what the weird thing is each mouth has a different test result.
You got to test all of them.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That was a stupid bit, Jordan.
Nah, worth it.
Yeah. I mean, you knew you were doing that from the beginning, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You were waiting for your moment.
Yep.
All right, guys.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. Oh, go ahead.
No, continue.
Yeah.
No, I just thought this was really interesting because when I first attempted to go to Sharp, I was telling the lady like, hey, these are my symptoms and I would really, like to get tested. And she was like, oh, well, the San Diego website has a lot of places open for you to get tested at. And I was just like, oh, I know. I set an appointment on Thursday when I didn't have, or I set an appointment yesterday for Thursday. That was the closest time they had, and that's when I didn't have symptoms. Now that I have symptoms, I would really like to get checked. And she's like, well, even if you tested positive, I mean, we don't have any medicine to give you. So it would be best to just quarantine or isolate yourself. And I was like, okay. Like, I mean, I still work. I still have like an essential job.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh yeah, you wouldn't have to work then. And I was like,
yeah. As soon as you get the results, like if you're positive, you ain't doing shit.
So wait, did you already call work or?
No.
And
I need to do that.
also, like, how's that? So how's that gonna work? Are they gonna like use your sick time or like?
I don't know. To be honest, how I see it happening, because we had this conversation yesterday where it was just like, hey, if there was any, just in case there was any situation where you do get sick, you know, we'll be able to send your computer, you know, we'll be able to have your computer set up, like you can bring the computer home and set it up, blah, blah, blah. We can try to set you up ahead of time in case to go on the online thing. We were going over it. And I was like, oh, what about the physical stuff I do? Oh, yeah, you'll be able to train the other person to do what you do. I feel like how I see it playing out is I will tell them, and then somehow all my computer stuff is going to get to me, so I could still very much do what I need to do.
Do you have that boss's number?
No, I have her email.
Oh, okay, because I believe I have her number.
Perfect.
Ooh, someone keeping their contacts.
You can
I mean...
send this. You can send this. Oh yeah, that's true.
Send her a link to this episode.
You can go back to work after 10 days. That's the whole. Yes, Scott. That's the whole thing that I was told. It's just 10 days. Like 10 days. My doctor specifically said that even with a negative test result, I should still quarantine for 10 whole days.
Yeah, in case you do develop symptoms. Yeah,
is what she said.
Yeah, they told my buddy Miami after 10 days, because he had it early. He had it all through November. Once you getting new symptoms, if for 10 days, that they said you are clear to go out because you're not going to pass it anymore, is what they told him. But you have to have no symptoms for 10 days straight.
I had a friend have like a paper. I mean, I didn't even read my paper yet, but my friend had a paper that said that you could go back to work. Like, let's say you have COVID and it goes away. And she said that because obviously there's no medication you can actually take for it. She said that if you're able to not have a fever and you haven't taken any Tylenol or whatever for like at least 2 of the days, then you're fine. But if you're taking Tylenol still to get you past whatever, you shouldn't even bother going back to work or out.
I'm gonna wait till that doctor tells me to my face.
That's just what I was told.
There seems to be way too much inconsistency with at least kind of what I hear and what I'm told. That I'm not gonna just be like, all right, 10 days is up, or okay, I haven't had a fever in a while. I know once you have it, the tests may not be helpful to you anymore because
they always keep testing positive for like 3 months. They say
3 to 6 months. You can continue to test positive even though you are not sick with COVID anymore. It is just still
in you. It's there.
It takes a while to leave your DNA, for lack of a better expression. That seems all a bit crazy as far as like what they're telling you going back to work and shit.
Yeah, seriously. Also, Steph, I sent you like 5 different contacts.
I saw. Thank you.
I don't know how many of those numbers are still in service because I haven't been there. I'm
just gonna call them, and whichever one works, I'll be like, okay, well,
I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Or if anything, hit up one of the help desk guys.
Yeah. I mean, I know I have sick time. I think I have like 80 hours.
You also get a 4-day weekend this weekend too.
Yo, you got an even longer weekend now because you can't go to work.
10-day weekend now. I believe they are required to give you 2 weeks paid. If you have COVID, I don't know if they were required to give that to you separate from any PTO or sick time that you've developed.
Is that on top of that 600 reasons we may be getting next week?
Yes. Yeah, separate altogether. But yeah, from what I've heard from several people is that they mandatory 2 weeks at least.
Yeah. Of course, it's like, obviously, like, when, like, okay, so my situation right now is you start to question, okay, one at work, we were already separated. Like, we're all in like, different sides of the room. Everyone has, even in the communal break area, it's like, everyone has their own areas that they've been aware of, like, going to eat or whatever. Everyone's been spaced out. I've been wearing my mask. Yeah, I don't know. Of course, it's still kind of strange because you have to think of it as like, okay, well, obviously it's like where it came from. And then
back
who
trace.
else?
Yeah, who else could be infected
that's all kind of like, okay, well.
But Steph, how are you feeling? Like, are you scared?
Like right now?
Like, are you scared? Are you worried? Like what? Like what are you feeling?
For me, like personally, I don't know. I'm like meh.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where like, shit, that fucking sucks. We'll just see how I go about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I ain't gonna stress till they give me a reason to stress.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like right now it's just like, okay, I'm having food stuff. Like I keep trying to try things taste-wise to see if I've like this soup, it's like creamed chicken soup. I can taste the flavors and it's fine.
Okay.
And it's not going away.
No?
So your loss of taste seems to have gone away now.
Like, I mean, I could taste flavors that I don't know if that's really like I'm eating the corn in it because there's corn, in there, and it tastes like corn.
Yeah, so nothing strange.
Corn taste is still in my mouth.
Okay.
I still don't know what this thing is, which I was gonna try. It's either
Tutti Frutti or Dirty Socks.
Or Stinky Socks.
Yeah. Do you have metallic nails right now?
And it's Tutti Frutti.
Nice.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay,
Ooh,
yeah,
nice.
because I keep seeing your nails. I'm like, oh man, your nails look like the nails
Shiny
that made your character in Cyberpunk.
You're like Lady Deathstrike.
Yeah, no. Overall, I mean, like what I'm thinking is, I just like hope that it's like I want to hope that it's just a mild case and that I don't have anything crazy or severe or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm more or less worried if somehow it already spread, even though I've been pretty good about stuff. It's just like, I would hope that I didn't get anyone.
That was my biggest concern.
Yeah.
When I had my scare.
Yeah, because I was talking to a coworker and I was just like, like we go on walks outside, but I've always been wearing my mask. And we're also not like together. There's a huge space in between us, and we're outside.
Just holding hands, skipping.
That's the first concern I started asking. I was just like, okay, well, what about my roommates? What about a bathroom situation? What about the kitchen? What about our dog? Like, I want to know all these things and if it's okay. And she was like, well, to be honest, like, there hasn't been anything with what like the vets have been saying. So I was like, okay, that's good. I was even asking, like, of course, me asking 21 questions. I was just like, hey, am I able to like still partake in like cannabis and whatnot? And she was like, we suggest edibles because of the respiratory.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
So she was like, if
don't
you're
smoke,
gonna
period.
if you're gonna do anything, they want you to do edibles just because the smoke that will already fuck with your lungs.
Yeah, if you're already
like,
gonna have problems.
And I was like even telling her, like I was even telling the doctor, I was like, it just sucks right now because you could be sick with anything, but you don't know if it's actually COVID unless you get tested. So if you got a tickle or you're just cold, you know, you got a tickle because it's been cold lately or the weather's been just fucking up your nose and shit, like it's hard to tell because it just seems like, well, clearly if I did have it, I wouldn't be able to walk around like how I want because I would be out of breath and you would have this, but it's like everyone has a different reaction. So it's just like for me, it's just like, oh, it's just been cold. Yeah, in the morning when I wake up, you have that feeling, but then it clears out by like the next hour. So it's just like you try to think.
It
what
seems
is it?
along it seems along your timeline. If you're going to be positive, then you have yet to even really start to kind of get into it.
Yeah.
The fever, from all reports, the fever is going to fuck you up. It's going to hurt your body. It is why like you get the joint and muscle pain. You know,
See, the joint muscle
whatever
pain,
fevers usually do.
I was doing push-ups last night. So it's just like I'm pretty sure that's
But
what
you
I
don't have a
feel
fever.
here.
Yeah, but you don't have like a fever yet. They took your temperature, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like you don't have the fever yet.
yeah.
But
Once that
but
fever kicks
Anthony,
over
some
100.
people,
Huh?
yeah, but some people don't even get the fever.
Yeah.
But I think it is a pretty common. I'm not saying
No, it is,
everybody.
but I'm just saying it's yeah.
She might not get the fever.
Like my
Maybe you're
But
just
we all
asymptomatic.
have the Steph fever.
Thank you.
And the only cure was more Steph.
My coworker's son who had it when he was back at his college, he said that all he felt like someone in the house, because he was at a frat house, someone in the house definitely had COVID for sure. Like he tested positive. Everyone else in that house, because they were all interacting with each other, had different things. So like her son's only effects was loss of taste. That was it. No fever, no cough, no runny nose, no aches, no pains, just
Lucky.
loss of taste.
Yeah, oh yeah.
The guy who had it had the fever, the temperature, the coughing. It's just like it really just depends on everyone's body and immunity, where it's just like, I mean,
yeah, my friend had a fever for nearly a week, and like her heart rate is still accelerated, and it's been months. And she says that she every time she goes and gets checked, her heart rate is still moving a bit faster than it should.
My heart rate right now is 100.
But that's about normal for you, isn't it?
Is it?
It's 98 right now.
Isn't that normal for you though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
97. Well, that's what it's. I mean, I'm also talking right now, so I don't know if that also helps. But you know, right now, Fitbit says 96.
Let's do this thing.
Okay.
Oh,
Steph.
Hold on.
Oh,
Let
I have
me
to
get
go
it.
grab
ready?
mine.
Yeah, go grab go grab your waters, your thick ass waters. Ooh.
I can't look at it on my desk anymore.
Water thick, baby. And I'm not sure if moderately thick honey. Not sure if the honey is flavored or if the honey is the consistency. It definitely doesn't seem like the consistency. So Steph, being the angel podcast that she is, as mentioned last week, she got us all the thick water, and we have been staring at them since Wednesday of last week.
I sent it to Jordan, and I remember like I just said it was delivered, and I didn't hear from him, and then I just got a message of, oh God, because he was the first one to get it, so I was like, oh.
What was it you said last night, Anthony? The bubbles never disappear?
Yes.
That's
so
wrong.
as you move it about the bottle, it doesn't seem to like leave it's not gooey. It definitely still seems pretty thin and watery like. But the bubbles inside, like if you had a Sprite, freeze that Sprite in time and the bubbles never go away. So let's start drinking. And as we're kind of tasting, we're gonna start doing the outro and getting out of here, since we've gone quite a bit tonight. So we're opening.
Oh,
we're all
no.
kind of getting into it.
Oh, does it smell?
Oh,
Yeah.
I was not expecting that smell.
It does not
No.
smell like honey. It
Water
smells,
don't smell.
Well,
It
says
smells
there's 70
clinical?
milligrams of sodium and there's 44 milligrams of calcium.
Well,
It's
down the
not
hatch.
water. It's not regular water.
It
Okay,
feels
so
weird.
as Jordan's going in for the first taste, thank you everyone for listening to this podcast. We appreciate everyone joining us on Twitch, listening on the podcast. If you have had fun and would like to interact with us between these episodes, you can always find us on the social medias, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram by searching League of Ridiculous Conversations or LORC Podcast. Jordan, please tell us what's going on in your mind and tell us where podcasts are subscribable.
You can subscribe to us on most subscribable places like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Stitcher. This feels really weird in my mouth. It's like I don't taste honey at all for one thing. it's like
gonna sound really gross, but this is like when you're watching a movie and you're really emotional and you're watching it and you're crying, and then this drips down your lips.
Out of
you don't have to keep drinking it.
But out of all of the things all the liquids that are thicker than water that I've had in my mouth, this is probably my least favorite.
Yeah, this is awful. We should have got flavored.
I've got
There
some.
was apple
It ain't
juice.
gonna help.
I'm all right. I've taken it. Yeah, God,
It's like
fuck, this is fucking me up.
it's like a Danimal drinkable yogurt, but water tasting.
Oh, you
like
think this
the
tastes like
hospital?
water?
It smells like the hospital, but in drink form.
Like not good water.
Yes, it tastes like the
Smells
hospital.
but in drink form. Yes.
It tastes like the
Yeah.
hospital. Yeah, it is. Sorry
It
to be
tastes
gross.
like the liquid form when you walk through the freaking opening doors and you take that first whiff of like hospital
Beyond the
smell.
lobby.
That is
Beyond
this.
the lobby.
This is
Yeah.
hospital lobby.
It is.
flavor.
It is the consistency of snot. Sorry, that's gross, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
I've got some Crystal Light. I'm gonna squirt into it.
Yeah, it's flavorless.
Good
I
idea.
don't know. I think you're not supposed to do that. No,
Yeah.
they say right on the bottle, do not add anything to
Liquids.
this.
Does it?
Yeah.
Do not
like
mix
that's
up
one of the
liquids
rules.
or liquid concentrates.
What's it?
Except as directed.
But what's
Well, one of you direct me to do it then.
I direct you to do it. What's
Do
gonna
it.
happen? This is a science experiment now.
See, this is what we were discussing. It's still water form, but it says you can heat it and do what you would normally do with water.
Yeah, this is really weird.
Whoa!
By the way, you can find me on most social media platforms at Jordan is a bear.
Wait, did it just stop?
It did
It
just stop.
did.
The crystal light just stopped inside of the thick water.
That's why
you
you
shake
don't
it?
add things.
Time
should
is a
shake it
paradox
and see
inside
what
of thick
happens.
water.
Please follow me on twitch.tv/Jordan is a bear, where I've been doing a lot more live streaming. Yesterday, Steph and I did a co-op live stream of We Were Here, which is a co-op puzzle game, and watch me die inside.
Hey.
Leland, tell us what the email is and describe some of your experience with thick water.
You can tell us your experiences with thick water at lorcpodcast@gmail.com. I did not like it. It was gross.
Yeah, it's
it
not
was
good.
like that thickness drinking it.
It kind of smells like glue.
Oh, it's kind of
It
tough
was
to
like-
do.
It was like slime.
Yes,
Like
Yeah.
rolling. Yeah, it's
Oh,
yeah, no.
yeah.
like this is what
That's
I
not-
imagine fake blood like feels like in your mouth.
Like this is not good.
I've
I
had
don't
fake
know.
blood, and
Yeah.
it's not like this.
Oh, okay.
I don't understand why this is a thing, and it says
Because
it's
some
for
people-
like a medical purpose.
Yeah.
I don't understand what medical purposes this is for.
It's like for the
Apparently,
people
some
that you
people have a
can't.
hard time swallowing.
Yeah, yeah.
So they can't swallow liquid, so they have to drink.
Something that's a little
like
bit
that.
thicker.
Yeah.
That seems
well,
counterproductive.
Yes, but I don't like it. No.
Okay, I've squirted some
Curious about Anthony.
strawberry lemonade Crystal Light. It has shaken up and dispersed after being frozen in time.
Oh no.
It smells fine now. It's just God, the men just remembering its gooiness is.
Yeah, it's strange.
It is really, yeah, it's odd. He likes it now. He likes it. Hey, Mikey.
It definitely improved the situation.
Oh, of course it did. It's just sugar you added to it.
There's got no sugar in it.
That's what they say.
You keep telling yourself that. Yeah.
Zero sugar.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Fuck off. It's still weirdly gooey, but the fact that it tastes sweet now, does kind of
make it easier to drink.
It does. Now it's kind of like a Go-Gurt. Now it's kind of something less foreign and something like a little more palatable.
I can't.
Are you
stop.
going to drink the whole thing?
I could now, honestly. It because that taste is not found in nature.
I don't know how much of this I could actually like drink.
No. I've had my one big gulp, and I have to immediately go to the bathroom. Like
Jordan's about to finish his fucking bottle.
Yeah, Jordan. No one made you do that.
I know. I'm making myself do it because it's an odd sensation in my mouth. It's addicting.
Leland, tell them where to find you on the internet.
All right, where are we at? You can find me and my bullshit at Leland Pierce Art on Instagram and Facebook.
Steph, do you have any particular thoughts about Thicket, Clear Advantage, Thickened Water?
I don't know. I keep tasting it as if I'm gonna get another reaction, and it's still just not good. It's just not good. I can't get past the smell.
Yeah, that was weird all the way through.
It's the gooiness is.
I don't think I even like. I don't know.
Upsetting.
It's like you take a sip, like me when I drink stuff. It's like I'll drink stuff, and then once I'm done sipping, I usually kind of just naturally lick my lips after.
Yeah.
And that don't feel good. It's slimy. I don't like how it feels, and it tastes weird. So it's like off-putting.
Since I finished my bottle, I is this going to thicken my pee?
I guess we'll find out in 6 to 8 hours.
We'll have to find that out.
We'll find out tomorrow. Everyone, look for Jordan's tweet tomorrow. Jordan is a bear on Twitter.
It just, God.
And if you want to taste my thick water, find me at Spooky the 13th on Instagram and Twitter. Yeah, I've changed it again.
Maybe he'll stick with this one. Who knows?
I like Spooky the 13th.
This one feels better.
That one's cute.
Yeah,
I like it.
It doesn't sound as stupid when you say it.
It's not spooky and spooky.
I mean,
it's like
Spooky
nails on a fucking chalkboard.
Spooky the 13th looks better in font in the font I use for you.
Yep. New year, new Spooky. Steven's got it right there in chat. I'm gonna put that in my bio.
Oh, I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
You can find myself on Instagram and Twitter at Stephnoids, STEPHUHNOIDS. And I've been streaming. So find me on Twitch at Stephnoids.
Okay.
STEPHUHNOIDS.
Follow her COVID journey there.
Yeah. We'll see how things go.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you, everyone, listening at home. So until next week, in reverse alphabetical order, Steph.
I'm Steph.
I'm Leland.
I'm Jordan.
And I'm Anthony, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
I stopped recording.
You fucking asshole.
When did you stop
I
recording?
was here
We were
for
done.
50 minutes.
Thought we were done.
I was here for 50 minutes.
Well, that's good. Considerable contribution to the show.
So the first half was boring anyway.
I'm sure it wasn't
fun.
that bad.
Fun.
I'm sure it was fine.
Jen in there sex shaming me.
This is
193, 194.
190.
I think it's 192. Yeah, 192.
Yeah, 192.
Is it sitting weird for anybody? Like, can anyone just kind of feel it, like coating?
I feel like it's on my throat.
I
No,
don't like
but
that feeling.
but I do feel like I have to pee already.
I feel like it's in my throat and I don't like it.
Let us know how that goes.
Hey, Steph, it's a
Did
real
Jordan-
throat
oh.
coat. What?
Oh, throat coat.
Oh,
I was about to
no.
say, did Jordan tell like how our experience went yesterday when we were trying to stream and how that went?
No,
did a
Like
little
no,
bit.
not
when
really.
we are here.
no. That's why they should go to youtube.com/JordanIsABear and watch the video of
Yeah.
that entire stream.
Oh, okay.
From my perspective.
He said it was certainly an adventure.
I learned a lot of stuff and I got really annoyed and then realized, oh, that's my bad.
Yeah, so for the last hour, we're stuck on a puzzle, and then right before we signed off, Steph realized, oh, I'm supposed to be doing something.
No, well, one of the ones was, I'll at least say that part because that you have to go a ways before that happened. So, the concept, have you told them the concept of it?
Yeah, I went over
So
briefly.
it's like you're in an escape room.
Yeah.
But there was a part where I had a projector, and then I put the projector reel on the projector, and then Jordan had to go outside and turn on the generator, and then I had to use the little turn on the the clamp or the
crank?
whatever it's called, the crank, and then it projects a video on the projection wall, and it is a chess game. It has the white pieces and the black pieces on top. And it's basically showing the movements of it. And Jordan told me he was outside in the cold and he sees the chess pieces.
Yep.
So I'm supposed to communicate to him what chess pieces to move for him to be able to beat the game so we could get to the next place.
And it was at that moment Steph realized she does not know chess pieces.
Yes. Because I was just like, okay, you got to move the pawn in front of the queen. And then Jordan moves the pawn in front of the queen. And I was just like, okay, well, you have to get the opposite side pawn, like the black side pawn, and then make it so that they're like basically challenging each other directly.
Yeah.
So he did that. And I was like, now you got to take the bishop and go diagonally 3 spaces. And Jordan was just like, okay. And he did it, and it wasn't working. And I was just like, I don't know what the problem is.
And you can find out by watching the video on youtube.com/JordanIsABear.
Please watch it. It was fun and frustrating.
And to be
Steph
fair,
has not been watching Queen's Gambit.
Yeah, right. And to be fair, I learned that I don't know what a compass looks like.
Oh yeah. Never eat shredded wheat.
I get east and west mixed up somehow. It happens to me. Yeah.
I always know never eat shredded wheat. Never eat shredded wheat.
For someone who lived on the coast for a long time here,
Right?
That seems
tough.
Yeah.
Just for whatever reason, my brain just died and I did not know the difference between east and west.
Yeah. But yeah, it was really fun. And I want to play that again because there's parts that I need to figure out. So if you want to see that, check out our streams.
youtube.com/JordanIsABear for the video.
Yeah.
This thick water's not sitting well with me.
No, because it's
Maybe
awful.
it's that.
It feels gross.
All right.
It's that sodium.
All right, guys. I think it's
and
time
calcium.
that we left so we can deal with the aftermath of this thick
Yeah,
water.
we all have to go be sick now.
It's really sick water.
Yeah, sick.
Still 2 C's though.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Like Monster Energy, sick.
Aw.
So, Steph, what's going to happen with you tomorrow for work and all that?
I gotta call work right after this and let them know.
All right. You should probably get off then.
You ain't going in.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not
good
gonna
luck.
go in, but if someone
Don't
has to
even-
load my trunk with stuff, then I will happily from the inside of my car.
Or,
Nope.
or they
Stay
could
home.
they could just send Bobby over to you because you live right next to each other.
True, but then I would still have to receive the stuff.
Or he could put the stuff on in front of the door, leave, then you come out and get it.
Or you can be sick.
Well, that too.
Or yeah.
That
Be sick.
Use
Steph. I don't want you to get out of bed until you get the results.
use that sick time, girl. Some of us don't have sick time. You should use yours.
that's true. That's
I want-
true.
stay in bed, watch some TV,
Play Tomb Raider.
hang out,
Play some video games.
play some video games.
Dream.
No, don't do that, because then
Yes.
they'd have proof
Oh,
that
they
you're not sick in bed.
Oh.
I mean, I can't be anywhere, so it's like.
I mean, yeah, you're quarantining.
It's true.
You're
You
not-
know what? Stream,
Yeah.
girl. Go for it. Nobody there uses the internet that way.
Don't tell me I can't. Unless I'm not supposed to, but I mean.
So what are you gonna do? Stop me?
I mean, yeah, that's also true. Yeah.
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 Don't do anything until you get the results. Stay in bed.
Oh yeah, of course.
All right. Yeah.
Get something nice delivered to you. Treat yourself.
I'll be happy to take any donations. Thank you very much. Because
her
I'm just.
her Venmo is Stephanoid.
Yeah.
Woo!
Hero is pulling a power move on me now because he's just staring at me and he just farted and I smell it.
Ooh, dog
Jesus
farts. I don't
Christ.
miss that.
he's just staring deep into my soul.
All right, yeah, go walk him.
Yeah.
We're good.
All right.
We're all gonna go. All right, thank you everyone in chat.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you everyone for joining us again. You are the best people in the world.
Here's the end screen. You can still hear us though. So bye everybody.
Okay,
Thank you for
bye.
stopping.
Bye everybody. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thanks for stopping by
For show.
and continuing to stop by.
Yep. All right.
When I showed up.
I'm gonna end the stream now. Just
Okay.
yep.